Hello and welcome to Encore, the arts and culture show here on France 24. Today we've got a musical lineup for you. Here's the set list. The sounds of the city. Hip-hop musician Beat Silent has always been an urbanite. From Miami to Atlanta and Paris, he's used his travels to create a unique yet universal sound. He joins me in the studio to talk about his fifth record, City Never Sleeps. Plus, we'll tell you about the underground music competition giving artists a new platform and getting in tune with voters. Find out how music is being used in India's general election. All that and more coming right up, but first, let's go meet today's guest. And I'm delighted to welcome Adam Turner, aka Beat Silent. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Your fifth album, City Never Sleeps, is just about to come out. It's a very interesting name. As I said, you're originally from Miami, then you moved to Atlanta. You've lived here in Paris on and off for some 12 years. Which city is the album's name referring to?
It could be any city in the world. I think now with social media and the internet is bringing us more together now than ever. So I think we're sharing a lot of experiences now, and I think the urban environment is starting to be more similar pretty much everywhere.
And is it the urban environment that influenced this album? Can we hear those kind of sounds on this album?
Yeah, I really wanted it to feel that way. All the songs have kind of rested within the same kind of subject matter. It's kind of like a concept album, and I'm talking about one protagonist who's living in the city, and he has to make decisions about how he's going to make it, how he's going to survive.
All right, well, let's get a taster now of the album. This is the track Run.
The only way to make it through. Used to have a poster, impossible is nothing. I sweated every day until I finally started something. Dreams came true, I gotta give thanks now. Your boy made it through, I don't really know how, but this is the time I'm gonna shine like the sun. And there's no turning back, cause we all gonna run. Run to make it back in time. Let's go, pick your feet up though. Let's go, pick your feet up though. Come on. Run, let's run and leave it on the high. Let's go. Let's go, pick your feet up though.
Definitely a catchy beat there. You're known for fusing hip-hop with different types of musical genres like jazz and electro and funk. Why do you like to mix these together?
Well, I just like to make music, and I don't see any limits to what we can do. I think that's the cool thing with hip-hop. It's an art form that was based on sampling, like taking one style of music and then adding hip-hop to it to make something new and fresh. So I just like to kind of push the limits and see what we can do with it and find new ways to make hip-hop.
And you've performed and collaborated with the cream of the crop of local artists here in French, from soul artist Ben Lonxol to Oxomo Puccino. How has living here in France and in Paris influenced your music?
Well, just being in an artistic environment like Paris, it's one of the culture capitals. It gives you a lot of inspiration, just being around so much art all the time, not even necessarily music, but the fashion, the architecture. Even for me, it's been fun learning the language and getting to know the culture. I think it adds a lot to my music, so it's just fun being here. It's really an inspiring place.
And what about the French hip-hop scene? What do you think of that?
I think it's really cool. I think it's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to stay in Paris, because the scene is really lively. The guys really know a lot about the history of hip hop, and they're adding a lot of new things to the hip hop movement. So it's cool to be here.
And any plans to leave Paris, or do you think you're going to stay here for the foreseeable future?
I like to travel the world, with my music. There's lots of places that are really cool. I love America. That will always be my home, but Paris is my home now too. And I think, no matter where I go, I always want to have un pied à terre in Paris.
Sounds delightful. What about other plans for the future? What else have you got on the pipeline?
Well, mainly just getting the new record out, which is going to come out May 5th. Then we're going to start touring with some festivals this summer, and in the fall have a real big kickoff with the tour. So I just want to support the record and, get it out there so people can hear it.
All right. BA, stay with us. We're going to move on to another report now. I'm interested to see what you think of this. How did you get your break in music? Did you ever busk?
No. A lot of free concerts, but no busking. No, never went that route.
All right, well, reality TV shows like The Voice and Idols have proved to be great platforms for many artists out there. But if you're in Paris, there's a competition of a different kind that could get you noticed. Mark Thompson tells us more.
It's not exactly a stadium show, but Davis is happy to have a headlining gig in Paris at the Trocadero metro station. The singer-songwriter has been performing underground for 3 years. Every day he plays a 90-minute set, even if he doesn't always get paid in money.
It can range from an earring to a ring or even a small Bible.
On a good day, Davis can earn up to €50 per show. He's one of 300 performers legally busking in the Paris metro, a right that has to be earned. First, artists have to audition at this office in the northeast of the city. Every 6 months, a panel of judges made up of commuters and Paris Metro employees cast their eye over the talent. This time, Davis impresses the judges with his original material. He says the metro is the ideal place for him to test it out on the public.
In the metro, you can do what you want, however you want to do it, and pretty much whenever you want to do it. The artists have their freedom. If I decide I want to go and play my music for 2 hours, I can.
In time, Davis will be hoping he can join the likes of Kanye West, Tracy Chapman and Rod Stewart in being able to take his busking to a bigger stage.
Well, next up, we've got another report about musicians wanting to get their voices heard, but this time they're not necessarily seeking fame, but trying to get a political message out. The world's biggest election is currently underway in India. Our correspondents went to meet the candidate, hoping his message is in tune with voters.
61-year-old Bappi Lahiri is a world record-holding Bollywood music composer with close to 8,000 songs to his credit.
I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer.
If the cheers of his fans from the Serampore constituency in Kolkata translate into votes, then he could soon be starting a new career as a member of the Indian Parliament.
This type of public, like, they love me so much. Bapida. I think this love, if the election is the right way, I will win.
While he's famous for introducing disco to Bollywood, his understanding of real-world politics is debatable.
I believe he'll start his political career with the same passion that he had in his music career. He'll be successful.
He is popular as a musician, but that doesn't mean he will be successful in solving our problems.
Bappi Lahiri is contesting as a member of the BJP, the right-wing party led by divisive prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi. Mr. Modi's alleged involvement in religious pogroms in 2002 has made him the target of a number of protest songs, including this one from Delhi-based ska and reggae band the Ska Vengers.
A message to you, Modi. A message to you, Modi.
You know, sometimes regarding the political process, you feel powerless. As an individual, and especially considering that we're up against huge corporate forces and a huge kind of orchestrated media campaign, it can make you feel very powerless. So the idea sometimes is to do something for the simple reason so that you don't feel humiliated.
As a tool to gather votes or to block them, music is playing a key role in these Indian elections. But we'll have to wait for the results in May to see whose message is most in tune with voters.
Be a Salem, what did you think of that? Do you think music is a good way to make a political statement?
Oh, totally. I think music can give a voice to the people maybe who can't be heard in their parliament or in their Congress in their country. They can record a song and take it directly to the people. So I think it's a powerful tool.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about making your voices heard. One of your tracks was actually used on a Nissan commercial as well, Rain or Shine. How did that help lift your profile?
It helped a lot. I mean, it was an international commercial, played around the world. So for me, it was a great chance to gain exposure and have a lot of people who didn't necessarily know me before, give them the chance to discover what I do. So it was great for me.
All right. Well, thanks very much for coming in to talk to us here at France 24 today.
My pleasure.
Had a pleasure getting to discover what you do.
Thank you.
We're going to have to leave it there, I'm afraid. But a reminder that Beat a Silence new album, City Never Sleeps, is out on the 5th of May. And if you're in Paris, you can catch him on the 21st of May at La Maroquinerie. We're going to leave you now with an excerpt from Rain or Shine. Enjoy and see for more culture news soon.
Rain or shine, the goals stay on my mind. Grind hard over beats every day, we trying. I'm on the comeback like a surgery. 300 shows on the road can murder me. The time shit quicker than an F1 pilot on stage. It's a drug, wish you walk and try it. I'm a quiet riding rhyme by design. Hill slow, always got your back though, rain and shine.